Well, hello everyone. This is Chrystal Lynn, Cowgirl Astrologer, and I am really excited to take this moment and talk to you guys about what's going on up in the sky right now, because there is some fascinating things going on. And I hope I can do it justice, because there's so many things going on right now that it is hard to put in a nutshell. But the way that I read a chart, being an intuitive reader, is I let the chart speak to me. And also, being a Virgo, many of you guys know I'm Virgo, I also have this ability to pull in practical advice. What do we need to do? And then having the moon in Pisces, I'm able to see the big picture. So I thought maybe I would come and give you guys this message, because I am crawling out of my skin right now. I'm not going to come out here as one of those astrologers that like has it all perfectly going on, because then I would never come out here. I'm very, very connected to the changes that go on astrologically, and not that you aren't as well, but as when you study this stuff all the time, obsessively, like some of us do, you really do start to time yourself with these patterns and really try to live in these moments. And you know, it's like learning how to ride a horse or ride a wave. You know, it takes, I don't think we'll ever master it, but being aware of it is the first step. So I just want to share with you guys a few things about what's going on up in the sky to be looking for right now, and maybe how to navigate some of this energy. So the word that is coming to my mind right now is strategy. We all need to have a little strategy going on behind the scenes. Venus right now is the planet that we want to keep our eye on. We know that Venus has been in Leo, and it's tippy-toed all the way back to Virgo. And then we'll retrograde back into Leo, and we're right in this little tippy-toe stage right now. And I think by tomorrow Venus will be moving into Leo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't look at the exact dates on that. I'm just looking at the chart right now. So we're within a few days of this happening, and really what matters is to realize that the most powerful times astrologically is when a planet is in that stationary direct, in that period where it's been going forward, slowing down, and then getting ready to retrograde. That's when it's in that winding stage, and lots of weird stuff happens during those times, especially for those of you also who are born on the cusp. It's those transitions, you know, there's just a lot of dynamic things that go on. And for some of us, we feel it physically. Physically, we get, you know, feeling sick or down or depressed or anxiety or can't sleep. So the last few days, I think for a lot of people have just been kind of, you know, up and down and all over the place. And I think it's important to understand when these things are happening so we can strategize, pace ourselves in our lives. Right now, we're getting ready to enter a whole new world. Jupiter is going to move into Virgo on August 12th, 2015, in a couple of weeks. This is actually my Jupiter return. This happens only once every 12 years. It takes Jupiter 12 years to get around the sun. So for those of you who want to look at your chart, by the way, you can check out my website. I have a free chart calculator. If you have any questions, you can email me. But find out where was Jupiter when you were born? How is that going to be aspected? Right now, Jupiter is going to enter Earth sign. We've had Jupiter in Leo all year long. And I mean, have you ever seen more selfies? I'm guilty too. I have Mars and Leo, so I'm guilty. Selfies and pictures and everybody this last year just being like, whoa. And if you've noticed, if you pay attention to the like social media current, there's like a current that goes on. If you're on social media a lot, like I have to be, and other YouTubers that are out there, you guys know what I'm talking about, my YouTube buddies. We feel the current, you know, there's times people are talking, other times it's dead, and you start thinking, is something wrong with me? You know, and then all of a sudden the energy will pick up and everybody will be back out. It's kind of weird, but when you're looking at it every day, because it's your job, when you're on a YouTube and this is your, you know, this is part of your career, your business, then you have to navigate those things. I'm sorry, I'm off on a tangent. So getting back to what we're talking about right now, there's a lot going on. There's also Saturn and Scorpio, as you guys know, in the undercurrent, but ever so powerful. So for a lot of us, the last couple of weeks we've had, you know, just kind of feel like, you know, maybe things really blew up. Maybe things came to a head. You know, things that have been just kind of lurking, waiting, a little volcano going since December. You know, when Saturn went into Sagittarius in December, we got a little reprieve and we could focus on lighter things and further future and where we're going. And we're all starting to get a little bit of momentum, and then slam, Saturn goes back into Scorpio and says, wait a minute, what else is in your life that's toxic, that's, you know, dysfunctional beyond repair? Some things are dysfunctional beyond repair, you guys. We can't fix everything. And that is really, you know, I'm coming from a Virgo. That's really hard for me to say because I've been trying to fix certain things in my life my whole life. And it's kind of more personal discussion, but I feel like you guys can relate. And I've had Saturn and Scorpio in my 8th house, which focuses on family issues, hidden issues, situations, money, taxes, you know, all these horrible, heavy 8th house issues. They are so freaking heavy. And I've just been going through it for the last 2.5 years. And, you know, I was really fretting Saturn and Scorpio coming for this final little jaunt that he seems to feel he needs to have. And you know what? Right out the gate, bam, beyond my wildest imagination, just another blow. But I'm on the other side of it. I'm okay. I made it through. I mean, it was bad for a moment and it couldn't get any worse for a moment. And it knocked me on my ass for a moment. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, that's it. I can handle that because I've handled much worse. And so one more time again, we're picking ourselves up. We're letting go of those last things. So I know it's really hard to trust. I'm getting a lot of readings from you guys right now. By the way, thank you for ordering my special. I've had a special running. It's running till July 31st. 30 minutes for $65, okay? Skype or phone or Google Hangout. We can record it on Google Hangout. Come get a reading with me because that's what supports this channel and allows me to come and share all this crazy stuff with you guys. So that would be super cool. And check out my website because I have some other cool things on there I want you to look at. So yeah, I mean, this is what's going on, you guys. We have got to stay focused. We have got to stay focused right now. We cannot give up now. We have come way too far. Okay. So Venus is going to retrograde back into Leo now until September 6th, which is my birthday. And what does this mean? What does this mean for all of us? Retrogrades are a time to really go in and go deep and look at what's happening behind the scenes. We often live double lives in terms of, you know, we live our professional lives. You know, I mean, if you guys could have seen me an hour ago, you know, I'm doing laundry and right after my son and trying to check my emails and, you know, I'm just trying to live life like everyone. I'm like sneaking back here real quick to try to do this because everything keeps getting in the way of me getting to talk to you guys. And I just felt like I really needed to talk to you guys today and tell you that this is the time to look at what you're doing, look at how far you've come, and reevaluate who you are, the heart of the matters. What are you really about? Because this is Leo, this is the lion. Leo operates from the heart. They do nothing if they do not believe in it. They do nothing. That they're the lazy lion, and you can't even get them to budge. But if they have their heart into something, oh my gosh, you see a lion perk up with impulsion when they're getting ready to pounce or checking out what's going on. It's a beautiful sight. And that energy is going to go inward right now. And a lot of us have to look at, you know, who are we? Are we an image? Are we trying to be somebody else? Or, you know, what is our most authentic self? Because if we're trying to do something that somebody else is doing because it's a good idea, then that's not going to be us with our heart in their idea. You know, we've got to find what works for us. And for the first time, just go, you know what, I'm standing on this. I mean, my channel's all over the place. I do all kinds of things. And I haven't really found one thing that I want to do because I'm a very changeable person. So I've got series, I've got off the cuff videos, I've got, I'm doing a children's video right now, and I hope you guys will watch. And even if you don't have children, this is the time with Venus retrograde to go back into maybe some things in your childhood that you've never been able to reconcile. Maybe this series could help you look at, wow, if somebody would have understood me, or I would have understood myself as a child, you know, and maybe give yourself some healing from that, some forgiveness from that, or understanding from that. So this series, and I have Aries is out, this series is not just for parents, it's for all of us, okay? So anyway, you guys, thanks for letting me ramble on. Moon's in Sagittarius right now, so which is probably why I'm wanting to come out and talk. Yeah, just hang in there. Mars is in Cancer for a couple more weeks, so we're still dealing with family issues and mother issues and all those things. But it is a good time to really secure your home right now, you guys. Get your home in order. That's what I'm trying to do. And looks like my son's coming to find me, so I won't be able to hide out much longer. So thanks, you guys, and I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope something in this message resonated with you. Leave a comment below and subscribe, and we will talk again soon.